Welcome to Fish Talk Tuesday. Welcome. What's hey, but anybody want to talk about silk screening? I'd refer you to yesterday if you do. We definitely got our silk screening talk in last night. Ooh, I got a like, but nobody here. Interesting. I spent all day researching printing too, by the way. I get obsessed by it. So who's 284? Oh, not much. Just relaxing. Getting ready to talk some fish, I guess, if people want to talk fish. No trout stock this week. The guy had it wrong. I think we've had our last trout stock. I gotta get. I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know. This is not funny. One night on my live, I made this for back rows. I sat out there and actually made this jig for him, or this jig skirt. He never gave me his address. I'm like, dude, I'll just put it in an envelope and I'll mail it to you. Nope. Still sitting here. Still waiting. I might start doing that again. I'll start making some grass, yo. I'll start making some baits when I'm on my lives. I haven't done that. I will take it. I'm going to Pinot tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you guys remember, but you'll have to do that sometime. Maybe on Fish Talk Tuesday, I'll do some bait making. I could, I may make jigs, obviously. But I could also, like, make up some spinner baits. If I remember how to do it. I still got some blades and some bearings. What's up, old man? Yeah. That didn't offend me. Maybe I could put some of these together. I still have the tool. I still have the parts. I could do some spinnerbaits live. Or I could just do some skirts. Those are fun and easy to make. I still have a bunch of them. Yeah, but I'm actually gonna go try Pinot tomorrow. Go to Pinot, do a little vlog. Ricardo told me it was doing pretty good. I don't know. He said the golden shiners were moving in. I'm like, I've never seen them move in this early. I've never seen them in the spring, only in the fall, but I'll have to go give it a try. Oh, by the way, I gotta make sure all my batteries are charged. Very important. I've been going now sometimes, and I like batteries I put in and not even charged. I'm like, I charged them all. I swear. chargers sometimes. You plug them in, they turn red, and then you go away for a while. You come back and they're green. And you think, oh, they charged. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna hit it up, see what I can catch. I did pretty good last time. I mean, for my first time fishing on shore in like 3 or 4 months, 2 months, 3. Oh. But I had two hooked to get off, and one I could have hooked, but I let him get off because I was trying to start the camera so I could film. No, not Tito. No, I don't think with Tito. Unless he says something tonight, I don't know. No plans with him though. I'm just gonna play around, but I mean everybody will be there. Ricardo will probably be there. Rick will probably be there. Grandpa will probably be there. I know a lot of people there, so there'll be something fun to do. I think I'm just doing some. I'm gonna try the Ned in there. I was on live the other. I was on a little. I wasn't live. I was on somebody's live. I was fishing a river and trying to drop shot. I'm like, you like finesse? Try the net now. He's like, nah, I don't know. I might switch to this and that. Oh, shit. Ton of fry. Really? Did I not? I predicted that, remember? Remember when I did my last video there? Like last week or something, I said, yeah, in like a week or two, there's gonna be tons of fry up. And the fry are already there, huh? Usually takes like, 2 weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks after they're off after they spawn for the most part. That's when you start seeing the fry around. That's when they start getting up to about like that big. About 2 weeks or so. So soon it'll be like top water all the time. They'll start busting like crazy and eating up all those fry. I swear they only have them to eat them in that lake. They have their babies, and then they just start eating them all up. It's crazy. So you want this one? You want this skirt? It's good crawdad color. So she got orange flake in it. June maybe. What? In June maybe. What? I don't understand that one. Oh, I got some other skirts in here too. It's watermelon. It's watermelon candy pumpkin. He doesn't want to know. I gotta do some more chatterbaits or bladed jigs. Yeah, it is. It's like my green pumpkin candy. But in a layer, not just straight. It's nice to get the green flake in it. It's a good color. Yeah, but I gotta do some more my bladed jigs up. I have like 100 blades sitting in the closet. I just need to get some heads, some split rings, and make some bladed jigs again. Those used to be a lot of fun. They're really good at pinto. That's where I caught so many on it. Tado is in. Tado yo. What's up? Were your ears burning? We were just talking about you. We were just talking about you like 2 minutes ago. Your ears must have been burning. Burning, baby. It's a ring of fire. Yeah, really. Yeah, we were talking about you. I didn't bring it up. Chris did. Well, someone's telling me, well, last night on Live, Trent P was saying that YouTube's screwing up. It's being weird. And then today, I go into my studio and I hit, you have the comments, and usually it like only shows you ones you haven't replied to. Suddenly it had like pages and pages of comments saying that I had no reply, but half of them were giveaways and stuff from like a year or 2 years ago. Well, yeah, you answered the question without even knowing the question. What was I talking about? I totally forgot. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Tito interrupted me. I totally went blank on what I was talking about. But yeah, he was asking if you were going to go fishing tomorrow with me, and I said, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about it. And then you showed up. Oh yeah, problems with YouTube. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I had about 300 comments. Or not 300, but like 3 pages of comments. And it said half of them were my giveaways. And it said I hadn't replied to any of them. I'm like, this is like a year, 2, 3 years old. And they're giveaways. I know at a giveaway I have to respond to everybody. And it said, no reply. I had not replied to any of those. I was like, maybe Trent was right. Something's up with YouTube. It's having issues. Just like reloaded all of my comments from 2 years ago as never even read. That's just crazy because I know I replied to all of them, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go film a little blog, I think. Film a little blog at Pinto. Not for like a long time. I'll probably go around like 1 or 2 or something. I got a video coming up tomorrow. I got the last trout stock video already done. Getting ready to pop that up. Oh, I did sent Reef Robber the link so you can see the video I re-edited for him. I just trimmed it down. It was like, I think it was 12 and a half minutes, almost 13, and I cut it down to 7:33. Just taking out like extra stuff. I didn't change the storyline, and you get the whole story from it, but just cutting it, Get rid of 5 minutes you don't have to watch that really didn't do anything for the story. It did enhance. Caught one, huh? Caught one, you fished 4? Well, I'll see. I'll be matching that tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I'll be fishing for about 4 hours, 5 hours. It gets dark late now. I mean, it closes 7:30 now, right? I think so. So yeah, I'll get 5, 6 hours in. I'm gonna try the Ned. Of course, I'll just do the wacky and green pumpkin wacky. Caught him last time. So did you go to the same spot in the 4B? Did you hit up the same spot, Tito? The new water. $10 now? 10 at night? Really? I never knew them to close after dark. $10. Wow. Wow, we do a late night, a twilight to dark show. Yeah, I'd have to get lights. I don't have any lights. Well, I do have some cameras that have lights on them. I think. Yeah, this one has a light on it, I think. Actually, no. At least this one, but I have one that has a light on it. It's a pretty good light. Oh, my old High 8 has a light on it, too. I don't think this has a light, though. Set the light there. I don't know, I can't tell. Is it a light or a sensor? I think that's a sensor. But the other one I have does have a light. They're pretty bright, too. Yeah, I haven't done a night show in a while. You know where we got to go is, we got to hit Lexington again. Got to hit up Lexington. It's low. That spot we fished. Get some spots. But I'm sure Lexington's going to be pretty damn low. I mean, yeah, it's going to be low. There's been no rain. And now they screwed up El Estero because they dropped it so much and we didn't get rain. So it's going to take forever for it to fill up and get along those edges high enough, for that rock wall. So that kind of sucks. I wasn't thinking that, and I went, they dropped the water so much. I mean, the bass fishing in those areas is probably going to be tough. What? I was thinking Chesbro. I haven't caught one there. You haven't caught one at Chesbro? Yeah, and really, it's really low water. I forgot about last time. Oh, and I found pictures of it when it was that low. Or video or something, but in that corner where we always go, Tito? Yeah, I have pictures of I told you there were underwater islands down there. I have pictures of them out of the water. Oh yeah, everywhere is. But when the water's low, the other side of the dam is really good. I forgot about that. There's that really deep channel drop, and there's a shelf right there that gets shallow. I think that's where I caught the most when I first started going there. But it's got to be like low, low. Low, low, low. Like it probably is now. So, yeah, I'll have to hit up Chesbro. And I said I want to hit Uvis by the launch. Yeah, try my old. I said I can do a drained lake tour. I'm gonna do a drain lake. I did a swollen lake with all those lakes when they filled up. Now I'll do a drain lake tour. Hit up Uvis, Chesbro, probably Almaden that's up in the hills because I'll be really low, and Coyote. Hit those 4 lakes. Show them so low. I fished them that low before, but that'd be something fun to do. And I haven't been over there forever. When's the last time I was over there? Like 5 months ago? 6 months ago? Something like that. Been quite a while since I've been hanging around over in those other lakes. And all winter I've been doing the trout stuff. Mixing it up. Oh, I figured out. Oh, yeah, the water's low and I can't do bass. But Elster, I could go for the carp again. With the corn. And maybe now even like catch some trout. But I could go film one of those for the day. That'd be fun. And now I'm using 4-pound line. Alright. Yeah, I could go back there and do another carp show. I either put the old reel back on, which is broken, or I just stick with that new pole and do the carp with 4-pound line. I caught that one during the trout thing. I got that 4-pound bass on. It's a good 4-pound line. Probably just fish that. Yes, we need some carp videos. Yeah, maybe I'll go do one of those next week. I'll do Pinot tomorrow to film, and then maybe, I don't know, Friday or something, go down there and fish for a little carp. It'll be better now that the water's down. I know they drained it because it was supposed to rain. But it dropped like a foot, and we were supposed to get a quarter, half-inch rain, and we got no rain. And that thing has a little bit of water running into it. But I think it's going to take it like a month to fill back up. I need that deeper edge in front of those rocks for the bass. That's where I always get them. Doesn't need it to fill back up, but it's going to take a while. Yeah, I said I was like, whoa, why'd they drop it? Why? And then Tito and them go, oh, we're supposed to get a storm Sunday. I went, oh, I didn't hear about that. But then the storm did not appear. We got like a trace of an inch, and they can't spit the water back in because they already shoved it out into the ocean. They already shoved it out in the ocean through those 2 diesel engines. Those things pump they're 1,200 horsepower engines. 2 of them. That dump the water out there. And they have the pipes that stick up. Bummer though. Bad timing. But look, I've already caught, what? I've already caught 4 or 5 bass in there. Not even really trying. 3 of them when I was going, 4 when I was going for the trout. And I did catch one in that trout video with visiting my daughter. Caught one in there, got another bite. So I'm way ahead. I fished 10 years there, and I didn't catch one. So to have 4 by now without even trying very hard. I got that lake wired now. Fish could be begging me begging me not to fish there anymore. We can't resist his baits. He's got us down so much. Expecting reef rubber to come in. I want to see if he reef rubber. I want to see if he watched my video. I'm really interested. I gotta watch my video again. I want to put them up tomorrow because I haven't seen it in. I don't know. I think I finished it like 3 days ago. I haven't watched it since then. I forgot I had it to upload. I'm like, what am I doing tomorrow? Oh yeah, the last trout talk. That's right. I have the thumbnail sitting in there. I was working on that earlier. I need to do another catfish video. We need to go back to Livingston and fish for some channels. It has lots of channels in it. I just whistled. That was weird. Yeah. Actually, Lexington has lots of good 2 to 3 pound channel cats. I did one show for him. I caught one. But that'd be a fun show. Sit at Lexington and fish for some kitty cats. I mean, what the heck, right? They're fun to catch. Hot dogs. Some hot diggity dogs. Get some cats. Yeah, so I need to also do the Drain Lake tour. Drain Lake tour. I need to do the slow tour. I need to go down there and like at least show you guys around. Maybe fish some of the farm ponds or Cal Poly ponds. Clean out my storage unit. And then hopefully maybe soon a new show with Jess Fish. Maybe we can go out on Just Fish boat somewhere. Like New Melons or something up there by him. Something I haven't been to. Oh, there's another one called Party. I think that's what it's called. Party. It's not parody. It's like party or some party. Supposedly has big smallies in it. It's up there by Jess. Jess knows about it. He's the one that said pronounce it party. But I want to catch smallie. I haven't caught a smallie in so long. Well, I've been at a couple lakes that had them. Del Valle has them, and I caught largemouth. Don Pedro has them, but I caught largemouth in the spot. I've never fished plastics for smallies. One thing I used to catch a lot of them were on jerkbaits or high-speed square-bill cranks. I've never actually fished plastics for smallies. Love to do the drop shot and the net and stuff for them. I really want to. It's been forever. What if that girl knows she's naked holding a fishing pole? You think she knows? Lake X, land of Lucas. Well, as everybody had their fill of girls, so I'm gonna hit the porch. Been the usual, about a half hour with girls. say? I'm old, I'm hungry, I'm sad. What was that? Alrighty, the hall trip. Down the hall trip. Look at that. Lights had never been turned on. Fancy that. It's like nobody's ever been out of here. It's like nobody's ever been out of here. What's going on with my tripod? I've had this thing since 1991. This tripod's as old as my shows. I think. Yeah, this tripod's as old as my shows. I think it was 2001? I don't know. 90 something. Lady in her early 2000s. I know I used it in my first show, when my flipping show at Laguna was this tripod. And I've had it ever since. It's lost a few parts, but still works good enough. It's one it's the one I've always been using. I have another one. I have a slightly newer one. This one's good though. It's all aluminum. It's so light. It's got the turning head. And it's got. I think it's got all the anemones. What? Anemones. She has this one. Yeah, it has a screw thing in it, and it's just so like, better when stable. Put it that way. Still a really good sun pack, I think. Platinum. I think it's sun pack. I don't know. Should I start doing more videos with tripods? I've noticed the trend now is Bassy RS. Fishing is underrated. Yeah. Viewership of fishermen is underrated too. Yeah, I know. I'm seeing a lot of videos where they're using their tripods. Or a lot of ones that have done it that way from the beginning. I've done it a couple times. I've used this tripod with my camcorder. Had it in the background for taking shots. It's just kind of hard to carry around. But I might start using it for my vlogs again. That might be fun. I have a secondary camera set up behind me. The tripod. That might be fun. I mean, it'll work really good at El Estero. There's enough places there I could set it. I have the wireless mic system for it, if I want to go that route. Oh, no, I'm 3 and 5. Ooh, I went up. No new people, but I went up. I can get Bernie back too. Bernie, I don't know if some of you, I don't know if you're here long enough when they said Bernie the skeleton sitting there. Or that'd be perfect for, a guest. I think the only guest I've had in so far was Chris. but we'd have guest nights or something. It's a perfect chair for it. Perfect angle. Still be able to hear him. You'd just be able to kick back over there. I'm going to turn it a little more. Yeah, that works perfect for it. And then eventually, like everybody wants a stripper pole there. Their legs would hit though. Yeah, I don't know if that'd be a good place for a stripper pole. Go-go cage. That's what we'll put over there. Go-go cage. And I could advertise for go-go dance girls. Bassy R5. Didn't realize what that said. Tis underrated though. Got to admit. That really is weird. You actually, yeah, my internet gave me some trouble too. My email, but yeah, YouTube. Suddenly they gave me like 2 and 3 year old freaking comments that they said I never replied to. And like I said, I started scrolling down, and half of them are my giveaways. I'm like, I respond to everybody in giveaways. That's how you win. No reply. It showed me not commenting back to anybody. I wonder what did YouTube just consider my replies null and void and like reissue them? Like, what's going on? I don't have this many comments from 1, 2, and 3 years ago that I never comment on. It's like, where the hell is that showing up from? Oh, and I found out. I don't know, but last night we were talking about the printers and the heads. Captain thought they just all mixed before they went to the heads, but I found out there's 750 in a one style of printer and 2,000 something nozzles for each color in the head of the printer that puts out the ink. I didn't know there were that many. That's a lot of freaking nozzles. And yes, they are sprayed out. They're not mixed together. They're sprayed out and they mix as they hit the paper. That's what creates the image. They're not mixed beforehand. They all come out as an individual color, just like silk screening. And they combine in the air. And that's how it creates all the colors in the world. Just recapping. That issue was bugging me all night. That's all I could think about. So anybody else did any fishing lately? We know Tito, he's at work, he's out. He fished. He went back to O'Neill Forebay. He had to try it again. The new water. I don't think they're there. We should go back and try in the by the dock, the launch ramp. I think that spot we're at is really good. It might be good like later on in the summer, but I just think, I don't know. I really like the dock area. Yeah, I need to do that. Oh yeah, I can put Lexington in the Drain Lake tour. Just thought of that. It's gonna be super low. Low. That'd be, all right, somebody leave a comment if you think that'd be a fun little series to put up. The Drain Lake tour. No time like the present to do it. Now you gotta do the slow tour. Have to set that up. I go down there one day and film a few. And my sister lives down there. I can stay there, and the next day, empty out my storage unit. Sounds like a plan. But I gotta get my sister and my brother-in-law to help me clean out the storage unit. There's not that much in there. There's just a shitload of electronics, like DVD players, stereos, equalizer, yeah, stuff I could sell, speakers. Record collection still in there, or my other record collection, all my videos, all my old skate videos, and all skateboarding and snowboarding videos back then. No fishing. I didn't start filming fishing until 2001. I filmed a lot of skating. That was my first passion with the video camera, was filming skate videos. Having all my friends film me. Hey, I'm the star here. If I tell you to film me, you need to film me. I'll film you too, don't worry. In between. Yeah, I have so many videos on there. And I have a Super VHS player here. So I think I have 4 or 5 other VHS players in my storage unit. I'm going to have a mega electronic sale, like, at my house. I'm telling you. It's gonna be good. I'll probably make, hundreds of bucks. Hundreds of dollars. Now the COVID's, slacking. People are willing to come out and go to yard sales. Well, the one Salinas right by Tito's house. Went by and this guy had his whole front yard was just everything. Shirts, this, that, and he's like, oh yeah. The guy finally able to do it again. I'm all, what? And he's like, oh, he does this every weekend, every Saturday. Basically just a yard sale every Saturday. And he's got it all set up. It's like an at-home business, literally. It's front yard business. I saw that and went, oh yeah, I can go to my storage unit and I can do a garage sale. Make some moolah. Selling stuff that's been in my storage unit for since 2005. And as Jess Fish pointed out the other night on here, what it probably cost me like $12,000 now. $12,000 to keep my stuff in storage since 2005. That's not right. Well, I got 7. But I said, yeah, a slow tour would be. Show you guys the old creek I used to fish. There's like 5 ponds. Well, you're going to the old trout derby? Are you going to have your corn pipe and your corn hat at the trout derby? I like how you're fishing for Chris. Oh, Trinidad, that's what I've seen. Like, Chris hasn't been here. Trout fishing, it's a derby. Yeehaw. Bass fishing, we have tournaments, but trout fishing, you have derbies. It's like the good old days. Going to the trout derby. Gonna win me some money. I'm gonna catch one of them there tagged fish. And I'm gonna go home with $1,000. Isn't that the way it is? Is it? It's a tagged fish derby, or is it actually like catch fish derby? I think it's a tagged fish derby. Pretty much means everybody fishes, and if you get lucky, you make money. Right? I don't think it's big fish in most ways. It's just getting one of them tagged air fish. Yeah, that's just a leap of faith. That's a leap of faith. They put in 2,000 fish, and we need to catch the 5 that have tags. It's like playing the lotto. 5 of these 1,000 fish have tags. You catch it, and they have money. What if you're fishing? Was it? Yeah, I'm going there tomorrow to film. Allured. I'm going there tomorrow. Nice. I'm gonna go fish. I'm gonna go film from shore tomorrow. I'm gonna go give it a go and do a little filming. See how that works for me. No, I'm gonna be on shore. Think so. The area usually gets good right now. Triangle after the spawn, it's a good place. They start getting out there and chasing the fry around. That's where I caught that one on the spook with Chris that one time. I threw out the spook and caught like a 2.5 pounder. The lure I don't have anymore. I lost that somewhere. No, I'm just gonna go from shore for a little bit. There are fry everywhere. I heard that. At least at shore, there's fry everywhere. I'm sure there's fry all over out there. They spawn out there. It's only like 10, 11 live are out there. I mean, those fish spawn anywhere in that lake. I mean, like 70% of the lake's only 6 feet deep, and that's, they'll spawn down to that. It's 6 feet and less, like 70% of the lake. And they spawn up behind all that crap around the edges, and yeah, it's just crazy. They spawn almost anywhere and everywhere in that lake. They'll spawn down to like 15, 20 feet. They do that in Clear Lake. I fished with the pro once in one of my tournaments. No. There's no, there's no channels in there. The only catfish in there, the bullheads, and they only get to like 3 pounds at the most, and they don't fight very hard. It had to be a bass. So, no, if you hooked it, it fought and broke you off. No, that was a bass. There ain't no big kitties in there. No kitty cats. No big kitty cats. Little kitty cats. Kittens. It's got kittens in it. I don't know. If you swam to your line and it fell on your bite and you set the hook, that could have been it. when he cast on top of him and he caught your line and it started moving and you went, ooh, and you snagged him and he took off. Might have been. They have some big ass ones in there. A lot of 15, 20 pounders. So yeah, it could have been a carp. Could have been an errant line bite. And hell, if your line starts going out, you're going to react to it. You're like, I didn't feel a bite, but my line's hanging off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he broke me off. That was a 10-pound plus bass. Could have been. Who knows? He could have broke off a 10-pound bass. Could have broke off a 12-pound carp. Who knows? Hitting the surface could have been a bass. There's big enough bass there to break your line. I've broken plenty off in Pinot. Yeah, I can imagine that's the way it went. It could have been a bass. You were throwing the wacky, weren't you? Stick worm? They'll hit that sometimes. If they're sitting there and it hits the water right in front of them, they'll grab it. There's plenty of big ass bass in there. There's 12s, 13s in there. 10s, 9s, 8s, 7s, 6. I've got one on video that I caught. Caught on a crankbait. I swore it was carp. I hooked it. Yeah, green pumpkin purple flake. Yeah, I was shooting just straight green pumpkin black flake. Yeah, but I have that one on video and I caught him on a crank, high speed crank, and just took off and shot straight into the freaking reeds and my boat goes up against it. I'm just playing with it because I thought for sure it was going to be a freaking carp. I'm like yanking on it, trying to get out of there, and all of a sudden it swims out, and I'm like, oh my God, it's a bass. It's probably like a 6-pound, 6.5-pound bass. It was weird. Thought for sure it was going to be, I snagged a carp because I was high-speed cranking, but especially because it just took off drag, like 30 feet straight in the reeds. But nope, I pulled it out and it was a bass, and I have it in the video. I'm like, wow, it's a bass, guys. I didn't think it'd be a bass. Took off like a bat out of hell when I hooked it. When I got in, it was hooked in the, it was hooked out of the mouth, like towards the back, but I don't know if that happened because of the way I was jerking it and just yanking it, trying to get it out. Think this could be already? Damn. I don't know, man. Now's the time. I don't know. They're weird fish in there. Usually by now they're all like skinny and that from the spawn. It's $600. What, to rent it? Rent a boat? Is that what you're talking about? $60 for renting a boat? For what, 4 hours? $60 for 4 hours? That sounds like what he's saying. Yeah, it was 35, now it's 60. Well, it's that's still cheaper. Yeah, that's still cheaper than a lot of the other lakes around here. Pinot was really cheap on that. What I heard was well, Pat had it on Pat had it on the website. She died. City took over, and I remember one of them a long time ago when we went back to City, and I said, "Oh, you're still renting about us for 35," and I goes, "Yeah, we want to change it, but we don't have a password." She had the password, I guess, to the site that was set up for Pinot Lake from the city that advertised the rates and that. So evidently they got the password, gotten in, and upped the rates. Yeah, I heard the story about that. Why they hadn't changed anything. Because when C took it over, they wanted to raise all that, but they couldn't figure out how to do it. So evidently the new people figured out how to do it. But at least they're keeping the lake open late. Of course, they're now business owners of the lake, so everything goes up. At least they never charged to get in. We're talking about doing a fee for parking or for the day. I think it was gonna be like $5 or $10. That went away. Thank God. So I don't want to pay $5 or $10 to get fish Pinot. Pat, you didn't know Pat? You were never there when Pat was there? Pat worked at that place since the 80s. She worked for the original people that leased it out, that ran that. But yeah, she owned it, then she left, then she came back. Then I think they retired or whatever, so she took it over and she ran it for like 20 years or something. And she thought she owned the place. No, after Pat was the city. There's not till now has there been a private management of it or a subleaser that leases it for the camping and the rentals and that. No, it went from Pat to the city. Pat left, the city took over. And it's been that way for the last, like, 2 years, something? 2, 3 years, something. It's been the city that's ran it. Now they finally let somebody else come in and be a subletter and run that. Yeah, the city's the one that closed it at 5 when the COVID thing happened and all that. The city was the one that took away the rental boats. Yeah, it was all city. Yeah, but see, I've been there since 2012. I've been going there for 9 years. So, and Pat was there when I was there, and I heard the whole story from all kinds of people about Pat. Like she would yell, yeah, she yelled at me all the time. She like cussed me out. She actually prohibited me from selling my CCB custom baits at Pinot because they had their little boat thing and it had a pro shop in it. And she said she owns this place. and she runs bass selling equipment and sells lures, and you're not allowed to sell your products on my. You know, I'll search down your permit and this and that. I'm like, all right, I don't promote them. People ask me for them. People email me. They say they want to buy baits. I'll be a pinto tomorrow. Yeah, and like, I'll be a pinto tomorrow. I'm like, all right, I'll bring them. And then she came to me and went, oh, I hear you're selling your baits when you're here all the time. Just promoting your baits and selling them on the benches and stuff. I'm like, no, you can't do that. I own this place. Yeah, she thought she owned it. She wouldn't even tell campers she owned it. A story from one guy, this old man, and I started talking to him, and I started talking about. Well, I started talking about Pat and the way she runs the place. He goes, "Yeah, when we came and paid our thing, and that she said, yeah, I own this place. Welcome, blah blah blah." And in the morning we saw. Really? Yeah, and he laughed and goes, "Yeah, she told us she owned the place." And we get up in the morning and we see city trucks emptying the trash and city trucks mowing the lawn. I'm like, nah, I should know. It's a city park. She's just a subletter. I'm like, she runs the RV section and the boat rental and the little boat shop down there. She doesn't. It's a city park. She doesn't own that. But she told him she owned the place. And she told me that too. She's like, I own this place. You can't sell your products on my property. I don't know. I disagree with her. I said, all right, Pat. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Want to find out how to catch fish? Go fish with Scott. I need to do the the uh, Great American Tour, though. We thought of that up that last night because he's working it now. I'd like to do a fun video at a amusement park. That'd be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna try pinning tomorrow. I think I can catch him around shore. I mean, I caught him last time. It's gotta be slow and diligent. I am gonna throw the Ned though. I want to throw the Ned. Obviously, I'm gonna throw the flick in that caught me at all the fish last time. Uh, Probably not anything else. It'll probably just slow stuff. Maybe a finesse jig. Oh, I want to do the weightless. New camera's thing right though. I don't have a camera, dude. I have a phone. Oh yeah, the right side's got fish. No, I can get away with my little camera. The way it looks like a phone and that, they don't say anything. I can I can hide it. Wee wee yeah. Woo. I've never had anybody say anything because everybody thinks it's a phone. Unless they say no phones, can't bring your phone on the ride. Everybody leave their phones right here in this basket. Pick them up when you leave. Yeah, right. They're after those real bloggers that use actually a real big video. They use a DSLR on a tripod and a Gorilla Grip. Those are the people they go, oh, sir, you can't take that on this ride. No vlog cameras, sorry. They'd probably say if I wore the chesty with the GoPro on it. Oh, sir, by the way, you can't have that chesty on. Please take it off. But I put out my little phone and start going, yeah, what's up? Okay. Yeah, no, I'm getting on the ride right now. After the, yeah, oh yeah, I'll call you back after. Yeah. I'm getting on the rides. It's going to be a lot of fun. They don't know. They can't take my phone. They can't even take kids' phones from schools. I said, oh, no phones on the ride, please. No cameras. Leave your phones in the basket. Yeah. That's a recipe for disaster right there. You want to be liable for 60 people's phones? Sir, I put my phone here. It's not here anymore. What happened to my phone? I didn't see anybody take it. It's got to be in there. There's only 120 phones in there. Justin. Yeah, I said that's why my cameras are so incognito. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put my phone over there. Oh, we're talking about Justin or Alucard Lock now works at Great America, and I want you to pass and film a blog there. And we're talking about you can't take cameras on the rides. No loose articles. Have to, yeah, take out your wallet, your keys, your phone, your change, anything you have in your pockets, anything on your inside pockets. It's all got to go into a little basket that just sits right there next to everybody because everybody's on this. And then you get to go on the ride. And then you get off the ride and you go over and everybody picks up all their stuff. You have stuff in your pockets. It's like, yeah, strip search. We got to pat you down. Make sure you don't have anything before you're on this ride. Sir, there's a lot of stuff in your right pocket. Could you please empty it all out and put it in the basket for us? What's this in your back lap? Oh, is this a phone, sir? Nope, phones can't go on the ride either. Gotta leave your phone right there. Yeah, I don't think that'll ever work. You're an idiot if you carry it. You're like, you got your big ass blog camera.
You have to see the moon.
Yeah, it's full. It was up last night.
It's just coming, but it's orange.
Oh, is it? Mom checked in. Yeah, I can't. They can't even do that at schools. Remember when they tried to take phones away? We stopped the train. Yeah, sure. You're making it more of a challenge for me, a la carte. I'm gonna do it. And my premise is you get footage of every ride that's great in there. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna have like secret stuff set up, like spy camera stuff. I'm gonna get the footage. They're still here. They're still sitting right here, Corin. Whoops. One fell out. I don't know. I'll probably. I don't know. I was gonna try it on Nest, but that's all done. So I can't think of anywhere in the freshwater I'd fish them. Maybe ocean fishing from a boat sometime. Yeah, I have a mission now at Great America. I have a mission to film a good video. Defying. Oh, you haven't seen those lock? Oh, I know you're on here for those. These are for the big females. Corin found these on the internet, and well, there they are. Yeah. At the spoon, guaranteed to catch all the big females. Yeah, you see it's all hooked up. It's got the nice feather hook on it. So it'd be a lot of fun to catch a bedding bass on it. And catch a... fun to catch a male bass off a nest on. Then see, I would have captured everything, like bidding for gay bass. I'm using this dick lure. Yeah, no, he sent them to me. I'm giving two away. He said save one for him. They're a fun giveaway bait. Everybody I've given them to, I said the same thing. Here, fish this. Guaranteed you'll get the big females. It's the big females are into. They're not sexy and lean. Yeah, so he got me some of those. But I don't, for a spoon, I mean, I can see, other than bedfish, I think the thing they'd be used for was salt water. Might be able to catch rockfish and stuff. It's a spoon. Like a spoon. I don't know if you ever fished like regular spoons, but it's like a spoon. To just kind of wiggle and wobble and do that sort of stuff. But they're like 3/8 ounce, something like that. They're pretty heavy. I could see like working them up and down out in the ocean and catching some fish on them. Good color. I mean, they're black, they're white, blue, and I think pink on the dressing on the tail hook. They'll catch fish. Ooh, that'd be fun to troll for salmon. Hey, I don't usually do the ocean stuff, but ooh, the moon's coming up. Oh, today I have it on here. There it is. There's the moon coming up. I tried to do it yesterday. I'm like, oh wait, I'm on StreamYard. I can't turn my camera on. But yeah, it's coming up. It's funny, like it's in one day. It came up. It came up like at least 10 feet, like right in the middle of the tree last night. Yeah, 12 people, 27. No, he's in rehab. That's where Wasabi is. He's gonna be gone for a year. At least that's what he told me at El Estero when I saw him during one of the trout plants before he left. He's been there. Yeah, the moon doesn't affect it that much. Yeah, that's where he is. When I last saw him, he said what he was doing. He said he'd be back in a year. I haven't heard from him since. I'm hoping to hear from him in a year. He's been in there before though. From the time I first met him till the time you guys met him, I started having him on my shows. He'd kind of been through the same thing, and he's kind of going through it again. Yeah, I lost track of him for like 2 years, I think. 2 years, something like that. I lost track of him. And then when I met him again, and that's when he said, yeah, he's back to fishing, this and that, and yeah, he told me that like 2 months ago. Kind of told me he was doing what he had to do, and he'd see me in a year. So that's all I have to go on. And no contact with me. No contact with Tito. So, hopefully he comes back and he's more like when we first met him and I first had him fish with me, he wasn't the way he was towards the end of it. I started seeing the transition stuff, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys noticed, but remember he used to always fall asleep in my lives, and he was very into the smoking and drinking, and I think I don't know, but I'm thinking he got into more stuff, not on the drinking and smoking side, like something else. He started wigging out a lot more. But hey, he's been through it before. He'll get through it this time. And hopefully when he comes back, he'll never get back into it, and he'll be the fun, lovable Wasabi we all know, and I've captured on my videos. Him being normal again. Yeah, last time I saw him, he was pretty. He's pretty weird. The way he talked to me and the way he was a little. He was very weird. So, he'll come to it. Yeah, I mean, see, you guys don't really know the history of him and me. But yeah, I experienced him early on. I have photos of him. I used to use photos of him in when I wrote a blog every day about fishing. Didn't film as much. But yeah, I met him at the pond down there. I have him in a video actually. About that time, I have a video of him at El Cerro. And then, I don't know, I lost track of him for like, at least 2 years. Didn't see him around, and all of a sudden I started seeing him, and then he says he's back into fishing, and that led to the videos I've done recently with him and Tito, and yeah. Somehow he fell on the dark side. But he recognized it and seeked help again, and I don't know. By 2022, he might be back on channel. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. But I'm sure he'll be back. So that's history of wasabi on CCB. Just a quick overlay and update about the wasabi. Yeah, he started wanting to do a fishing channel and stuff, and he was working on names and that, but he'll be good. We'll see him in 2022, trust me. He'll be back on channel. He'll be back in lives. And he'll be a new man. He'll be back to being him. Yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow should be a lot of fun, though. A little venture back to the shoreline of Pinot. You can see this is going to be a totally different year because all their lakes are just nothing. Luckily, Pinot's so small it filled up. And a lot of the other lakes, I love to fish really low. Low, low, low. Nah, see, I don't know. Tito wanted to go there the other day, and I said, no. Friday. Called me on Friday, wanted to know if I wanted to get up early and go, and I spent all day Thursday doing a video that's coming up tomorrow. I'm like, no. I've gotten up early and went and waited at El Estero for 2 days, nothing. Today they stocked, I fished, I spent 8 hours there filming, and I'm like, I ain't fishing tomorrow. I ain't, especially not taking a 2.5 hour drive down to Nasi. Doesn't seem fun. And I talked him into going to Pinot. And he went out on the boat, played around. Funny is he caught one on shore and didn't catch anything on the boat. And my response was, yeah, well, a boat doesn't make you a better fisherman. Sure, you have a lot of other places to explore, but doesn't mean you know how to explore them. I do want to do no, not just really though. It filled up a little bit, but it's really low. I mean, I'm fishing at 19%. I don't think it's that low. I fished it back in the early 2000s. And it was, I mean, there were islands in the middle of the lake. All right, Justin. Thanks for coming by. Love you. Yeah, no, yeah, I fished Nazi really low. I mean, there were islands in the middle of the lake. Like when you went out and you went around the corner and went that way, there were islands freaking in the middle of the lake. It was low, low. Well, I saw margarita at 6%. Didn't fish it at that time, but I went out there and I looked at it when it was 6%. Yeah, lake's not that big, about 5 miles long. Kind of runs like a river, and they have two launch ramps. It was dry from the second launch ramp for another like 3 miles. Dry. Then it filled up and it was fantastic for like 5 years. It was so fun. I mean, I had 100 fish days in the lake after that when it filled up. Not big fish, not keepers. Every once in a while you get a 12-incher. But man, you catch 10, 11, 11 and a half inchers freaking all day long. It was the new lake again after being that low. And the fish just went nuts. Yeah, see, once lakes are low, low for like 2 or 3 years, and then they fill up, they go nuts. They go nuts. If they come up and stay up for the next like 2, 3, 4 years after that, without another dry season, they go nuts. It's like a new lake. It's just, ah. We're talking like throw out a spook on top water and get like 2 fish at the same time. Or have like 5 fish popping it, following it. All the way back to the boat. It was just freaking insane. It was like, yeah, it was insane. And now it's getting low again. I don't know. Yeah, I fished all those lakes tournament wise when they were all that low. Back in 2003, 2004. All the ones in Southern California. I don't know, this was just like, it's beyond that. It was just so fun. They're all little fish, but you throw anything out there, any technique you want to try. Um, yeah, it was just crazy, man. Yeah, I know. Just ignore them; they'll go away. That's the way I think about it, Alucard. No, but yeah, it's so fun. It was actually the same way at Uvis. After after it filled up and it kind of settled, yeah, the next 2 years I did really good at Uvis. All the hydrilla came back. Well, you are a mod. Yeah, all the hydraulic came back. That riverbed area, oh, it was so fun. And then just never filled up again. Kind of filled up this year early on, but since then it's been a yo-yo. Yeah, it's been a yo-yo since then. It's for like good couple years there it maintained its level, but since then it's just dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. But I mean, I'm gonna go back there. I'm going back there this year. I'm gonna do the Drain Lake tour. Sounds good. Sounds fun. Something catchy title. Good thumbnail. You know, might get some views. People like tours. I'll plan it out. You know, maybe do it in like July or something. June. The Drain Lake tour. Coincide with the Swallow Lake tour. People will be able to see the difference. All the same lakes, full. Yeah, that happened. Yeah, that happened about that time, and then after that, it was 40 yards from that area for like a couple of years where the water just nothing filled up. But yeah, now it's down again. I mean, it's a cycle of it. When I first fished the lake, God, the roadbed area, you had to walk 100 yards just to get to the water. It was that low. That's why I caught them by the launch ramp. So this year, I'm going to try fishing around there again. There's a good little bank right next to the launch ramp becomes a road, the old road. The road that leads to that house that's down there. I have footage of that, the bricks for the gate, and yeah, all that stuff. But when was that low? I never went back to that one spot I found. That's where I got my PVD. It's about 4 pounds in there. It was right there at the launch. Yeah, but this spot, when it's this low, that spot's like you have to go out. Yeah, we met in the roadbed area. No, but that area to launch right now, there's a fence that comes out, and you have to go. You have to walk and climb through the fence, and then go out to that point that's right to the right. And it's really steep. It's hard to stand on. But out from it, there's kind of an underwater island. It kind of goes. It kind of comes up. I think they built it for where the road is, and then it comes down, and then it comes back up to shore. Caught a lot of fish there. Hasn't been that low since like, man, like 2013 or something. Got that low actually last year, but I never fished it. I fished the roadbed area way down, but I should have gone over to the launch area and fished that point. Yeah, 'cause there's an old road that, well, I have it on a lot of my videos, the old road. Old road that winds through the whole lake. When it's full, it's pretty much in the middle. When it gets that low, though, it starts appearing. You can walk on it. you see little bridges and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's all on my videos, my older ones. We got a fun place and Chesbrough. I said I want to fish the other side of the dam when it's this low. It's so steep in that valley, and it comes up right to the right of the dam. If you walk all the way over the dam and go over and go down that hill, it comes up really, really freaking steep. Oh, I get my everything, Davis. But yeah, right at Chesbrough, going over the dam, down that, it's a really steep freaking cut in. And it levels off into this shallow sort of flat area. It's good place to catch fish. But since I fished it and I filmed there, it hasn't been that low since. I think this year it's going to get that low. So I'm going to go attack that area. I'm talking the shallow flats like 10, 12 feet. And you go out and it drops all the way down to like 40, 50 feet. Like straight freaking drop. And those fishes come up, go into that flat and feed, and then they're hanging around. It's really good. But when it's up high enough, you go there and you cast out, and that ledge is like 20 feet deep. Doesn't work. 20 feet, and then it goes out and it drops off down to like, I don't know, 80 feet. So, yeah, there's a certain time when it's the right level on that far side of the dam. It's magic. I think it's going to be that way this year. So they'll be involved in the Drain Lake Tour. How many inches of rain did we get this year? We only got like 5 inches of rain. We usually average like 14 to 20. I think we got one like 5 inches this year, 6 inches. It's like absolutely nothing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I did good, but even that one, like I said, but I said I have pictures of the islands out of the water. Now you're talking about Chesbrough, right? I'm assuming. Yeah, it's gonna be that low. Those islands are gonna start showing, but I never fished it. When it was that low, I focused there and didn't go back to over the dam. I should have. This year I'm going back to over the dam. Yeah, I'm gonna go fish that spot on the other side of the dam. Well, I have video where I'm like, what, Swollen Lake Tour, I'm walking on the cement of the spillway as water is like barely going over it. And I slip and fall. Yeah, and I've caught fish right there by the spillway all the way up there. Yeah, I've learned those lakes high and low. Thanks to the Swollen Lake Tour in that one year, they stayed up for like 2-3 years in a row. And I was like, what, like I don't remember when did this Swollen Lake tour? Late 2017? Something like that. 16, 17, something. I don't know, I have like 1,800 videos. Close to. I forget. It'd be a good collab video. I mean, not a collab video, but a history video showing those lakes. Putting together a video of each of those lakes. Doing, yeah, like Uvis through the years, Chesbro through the years, Coyote through the years, and mix together videos of me with the water being way down, the water being way up and stuff. That might be interesting. People might like that. Take a lot of research though. No, not really before and after, just my history of. Take a lot of research. I'd have to find all the. Wesley, what's up? I would have to, yeah, I'd have to go through and get all the videos and yeah, orchestrate, talks in between and its various levels of that. But yeah, that'd be a good video to do. I really like using my old footage to, well, like you said, a history sort of thing. My history of Uvis, my history of Chesbro, my history of Coyote, my history of Almaden. Yeah, that'd be fun. My history of Pinot. Since I now have like, what, 8 years of fishing all those lakes? Yeah, I like using what I have. Since I've been on here so long. And I have footage of me fishing those lakes in such different conditions, water levels. Yeah, it takes some time. It'd be a lot of fun though. Wouldn't have trouble, wouldn't have to fish. It'd just be a lot of research. A lot of putting it together with all my old videos. Fish catches, water level. Mixed in with a narrative. Explain the situation and time period. Yeah. The moon's a liar now. Street light. Moon. Moon. Street light. Moon. Alright, you get the idea. Sorry. Little nature interjection there. We got a full moon horizon. It's up and over the hills. It is damn, yeah, it's actually full. Completely. Well, that's good. We've had another cycle around the moon. I don't think it affects the fish that much, so like most people think. I did a survey on that, remember? Ended up being more people believe the moon doesn't have anything to do with it. I think. I don't know. I am putting up another survey this Thursday, though. I started doing it every Thursday, and then Yeah, the Thursdays got. I was fishing during them because they stocked, and but yeah, I'm gonna try to get back to a survey every Thursday. People like my surveys. They like taking them. Some are about fishing, others are just about stuff. But there should be another one coming this Thursday. Might do a one about movies or it will. Might do a Star Trek, Star Wars survey. So I've just kind of learned people are usually one or the other. They are the two longest lasting. All right, Alucard. Yeah, my last thought. Everybody's either Star Trek or Star Wars. They've kind of been the longest sci-fi running shows. Sorry, no spider walking along my freaking leg. The spiders are everywhere. Warmer nights. There's like dead long legs flying everywhere. A bunch of moths around. It's springtime. Pretty sure. Oh, and this fall I will start the human fishing again. Hey, Dax. Yeah, I think this fall I'm going to start the human fishing again. Something different. Something being live, interacting with people. Um, I'm probably going to start live, or one of these two lives, Monday, Tuesday, fishing again. Do live fishing. Probably this one. Fish Talk Tuesday, I get something to start, either fishing at El Cerro or Pino on Thursdays. Both places I get great reception. I can do my lives there. But, one panel day sitting on my porch, and then one day live on location, and then in the fall on Thursdays again, start doing the human fishing. Have fun out there at the wharf. It's all in the works. Everything's panning out perfectly. Putting a lot of human fishing up as shorts. Getting people back into it. Then create it as live again. Get me back out there with people. And this Fish Talk Tuesday start taking that from 8 o'clock to like 5 o'clock. Fish Pino or El Cerro till dark. Yeah, I need to get off the porch. It's been a good, safe place for the last year with COVID and everything. But yeah, I need to start getting out there and do on location stuff. That's why I started lives. It was to be on location. Then everything happened. All lockdown, all that whole, yeah. And when I was porch bound. Although my first live was in my room. I was nervous to do it. Finally did one in my room. Then I went nuts for a couple of years and just went live all the fucking time. I think I was live Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at one point, like 4 days a week. Uploaded Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. Crazy. It was way too much. But that's when live first started on YouTube, so it's a fun time. Met me a lot of friends. A lot of people I still visit live. But yeah, you gotta cut down on that. I think people like my videos sometimes more in our lives. Especially these. I'm just, hanging out talking, expecting some, comments and responding. And last night, like 2 hour debate on screen printing versus direct to garment. Basically, a printer printing on a t-shirt. Printer so skirting. Yeah, I just brought it up again. Just right at the same time he came in. That was coincidental. Yeah, but I saw your comment last night. By the way, if Scott knew this much about bass fishing, he'd catch a lot more fish. Yeah, thanks, Backroads. I saw it. I didn't respond to it, but I saw it. I have knowledge about other stuff than fishing. But that knowledge is the same knowledge I have of fishing. I just put it out in a different context. Yeah, so I commented. I was just so into it. And the fact is, I researched that Backroads all day today. CMKY printing, which is silkscreen, simulated printing, which is silkscreen, and yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, and I looked up the printers and the way they do it, and I'm like, yeah, I spent like 6 hours a day on the phone and on my computer researching everything about it. I wasn't wrong, by the way. Everything I thought I knew about it, I confirmed that I knew about it. I wasn't talking out of my arse about it. It was valuable information. Just like my fishing information. It's valuable. I've been doing it long enough. I know what I'm doing. Well, I blinked. Knowledgeable. Yeah, no, I had my own clothing store for 11 years. So yeah, I knew about all that. It only takes 4 colors to make every color in the world. Don't know why I didn't understand that. Yeah. I know that as well as what I was talking about last time. Anything that I've invested time in, I have a lot of knowledge about. That's just the way I am. When I want to learn about something, and well, I had my clothing store, so it was my life for 11 years. I want to know everything about it, all the good stuff. I don't care about the crappy stuff everybody else talks about. I want to know the facts and, and actually how the shit works. I'm the same thing with fishing. I don't listen to the bullshit. I listen to the facts. That's the way I roll. Like the net on the bed. Had no idea the net was such a good net, a bed bait, but even you found it out. You tried it. This year, unfortunately, everywhere everything's already done. There's actually fry all over Pinot right now. Most lakes around here, yeah, they're all done. It's not even the end of April, and pretty much the spawn's over. It's like, we're done. We didn't have rain this year. We're getting this shit done. Yeah, and I see that. It's just, that's kind of funny. I need to do a little tips and tricks on that because bed fishing, I learned it here. Because I wasn't much of a bed fisherman, but when I learned bed fishing, it was the same way everybody else learns. A bigger jig, a bigger white bait. I never knew anything about the finesse. Like a drop shot on a bed? What? And all that. And I learned that when I started doing FL doubles and fishing behind pros. And they were catching fish out beds that I still don't see many people using. And that's kind of why when I was there clearly, I tried the net that one day. And I was like, oh my God. And I still see people, I mean, Lucker's watching his and that, and him throwing this big stuff. Yeah. Like I said, I've been, I told you I'm enamored by Lunkers because he's becoming a tournament fisherman, which I've been, and just watching him because I've been through all that, and I watch him on the bed throwing just big bait after big bait on him. And I'm like, dude, try a drop shot on it. Now you got so pissed off, or try a Ned. Now you got so pissed off because yeah, that little teeny bait for some reason, if you put on there after everything, you gotta do something big to really piss them off. No, they get more pissed off from a. Yeah, I think that's just it. They see big things come through, but they get really pissed off. They're big macho bass on the nest. Big things like, you bully. They'll just nip at it. Suddenly this little teeny thing comes in and it's like, I'm going to sneak him under him and start eating his eggs. He's like, what the fuck you doing, little dude? Yeah, I swear that's their mentality of it. The big things come on, I ain't handle you. Pick you up by the tail, swoon you off the bait. They get that little freaking teeny picker ass coming in. Oh, Ned, sneaking in, sitting right on top of the bed, and they're like, really? I ain't going for this. The same thing with a little, I've seen so many pros that will get them pissed off with a jig and everything. And they'll miss them, and they'll throw a drop shot on it. A little, 4-inch robo worm. And those fish just, the jig they were just hitting, just barely picking up and all that. Yeah, hitting it, just popping it. Nope, that thing, they just come over and just go, and they're like, got it. So yeah, that's kind of where the net thing came from me. But it's true, and I think that's the way they feel. They're like, oh hell no, this little shit ain't gonna come in here and eat my freaking eggs. I'm not even hungry. I'm gonna eat that fucker. Didn't know you had footage of that though. That's really cool. I don't have any footage of it. Yeah, that's good. I like to see that. You have that in one of your videos? Because my real only original experience of it was at Clear Lake during that tournament, and then because they come that way in the tournament, and that next day I just said, ah, what the hell? I'm just going around looking for nets and or look for nests and throw this net on and see if I can do anything. And if anybody's seen that video, I catch quite a few of them on it. And I catch, I think one of the fish I caught like 3 times in the video, 4 times. It was a lot of fun. And then Backroads tried it. That's cool though. Yeah, I even did that standalone, like, I think it was a tips and tricks or something on it. Best, I should retitle it, Best Unknown Bed Bait. A Ned rig. Most people won't fish it on a bed because it has like that little hook. They all want those, those big beefy hooks on big jigs and big plastic worms and everything. But the Ned compared to, a little number 4 drop shot hook on the bed, it works. You get that thing in bed in a minute, it ain't coming out. I think I have it. I think I already did tips and tricks on that. Didn't I? I thought I did. Maybe not. But I could redo it and retitle it. That'd be a good one, though. I think the Best Unknown Bedfish Bait. Well, I can't do it now because most of the baiting's over. Maybe next year. I'll put it in line for next spring. I thought I did one though, didn't I? I swear I did tips and tricks on that. Yeah, I think I did. But every fisherman does the same. Redoes it once it's back to the season. Oh, it's springtime. Best baits for spring. Oh, it's pre-spawn. Best baits for pre-spawn. Didn't you do that video last year with pretty much the same baits? Oh, that wasn't me. That must have been another channel. And why are you remembering that? It's a 24-second world. You should have forgot about that by now. It's been a year. Nobody remembers that far back. You can't even remember the TikTok video you watched 5 minutes ago. And that was only 15 seconds long. Fun thing with that, I've been putting the shorts on, right? What are my shorts? Like 16, 11, 20 seconds long? Yeah, I know. And I said I watched longer, so I'm watching them. I'm like, I almost left in the comment section. But yeah, I was watching. I was watching them using what? Yeah, I never bed fished. I think that Clear Lake video where I did it was the first time I'd done it in like 2 years or something like that. 3. But I saw people using a drop shot in the nest, and I went, "Well, that's different. Most people go big, but these guys are going small." So that led me to doing the Ned rig on an nest at Clear Lake. I went, "Holy shit, it works!" California fishermen are experimental. I think the Delta and Clear Lake too was the first time I've seen people flip with the drop shot. People think drop shot out off rocks, all that stuff. No, they were actually flipping it right into the reeds and catching damn fish. Totally different technique, but that's where I learned about heavier lines on drop shot because everybody's using like 6 to 8. They were using like 12, 15-pound line on drop shot because they were flipping it up in the reeds, in the tules, all that stuff. Aggressive drop shotting. Heavier line. Putting it where no one would ever think to put a drop shot. But it worked. In those tournaments, I saw so many people catch them. So many pros in front of the boat. They would throw a jig at it or a big Texas rootworm. So I'm getting them all pissed off. And they're like, "Oh, it's pissed. It's pissed. Watch this." And all of a sudden, I pick up their spinning reel and do their drop shot. Freaking drop right in the nest, hook the fish, first cast. They've already missed it for 20 minutes on big jigs. They throw that drop shot in their first cast. Got it. And it's like a 6 to 8 pounder. I went, "Wow, that's kind of cool." They get bullied and fuck with the big baits, but don't eat it. But you put something small in there, and they're like, I said earlier, "Fuck you." I don't even feel like eating, but I'm gonna eat you, bitch. You little 3-inch worm. You ain't gonna come in there and eat my eggs. Yeah. Fun times, fun times. It's all about experimenting. Yeah, you're right though. Sorry, I just thought about the comment you left backwards. I've never, ever, ever seen. I've seen him use drop shots on this. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you are right though. Now I've never seen him. I don't think I've ever seen those tournament guys use a net on a nest. They, they happen to accidentally see my video. They might. It's just such a It's way smaller than anything usually people throw on a bait or on nest. So yeah, I've never seen that on it. And I mean, well, my definition of the pros when they talked about it, because they were fucking with something that was on the bottom on the nest, anyway, it was usually a big jig or something. Their philosophy was, "Oh, what if I put something, right in front of their face, not on the bottom, but 3 or 4 inches above the bottom. But a small little 4 inch worm on a drop shot. Compared to going the same route instead of the big jig and everything, putting a little Ned right onto the nest. I don't know. It works so they get really pissed about that. They're not happy when that little teeny thing comes on their nest. And it's back road. He saw it. He experienced the fact that he didn't like the big stuff, but they liked the little stuff. But everything's, oh, I can't hook that big thing on this little hook. Yeah, you can. I've got 6 pound fish, 5 pound fish on there. You can bed that little hook in them. They ain't getting out. They ain't trout fishermen. They get like a 15 pound salmon on a number, what, 18 fly. I mean, that hook is like teeny, teeny. They still hook them. Yeah, he's still struggling. Yeah. I don't think he's cashed a check yet. Not yet. He hasn't made a check yet. I think he's done like 4 or something, 5. But see, I love watching it because I did it. So, I don't know why watching him struggle gives me joy. For some reason. I just like watching his process of trying to figure it out. And I think a lot of times he goes the wrong way. And I don't know, I love watching the process of him trying to do it. Because he's never done his life. Like, my first time ever trying to do it. When I hadn't done it, I'd been around it and watched it, but never actually did it. And watching him do it is it's really I love him. I love him because I watch. I mean, I don't know. I love watching mistakes. I love watching his sort of reactions of, well, this is different. I'm used to just going and fishing like I know already and feeling myself catch a bunch of big fish. But I come here and I never fish it. I'm fishing against really good fishermen. They're all in the water at the same time I am. It's a little bit different. Takes a little bit to understand I don't know, the reasoning of it. And he's one of those people that freaks out if other people on his water. I'm never that guy. Like, if somebody's on my water, I just wait for him to get the hell out of the way so I can go fish where they fished and catch some damn fish. I mean, I had tournaments at the party and he's like, oh, he's underwater. I'm like, doesn't matter. He ain't fishing where we're fishing. He's sitting where we're catching fish, flipping it into the weeds and that. Dude, just, we'll fish right around here, wait for him to get out of the way, we'll go there, we'll catch 2, 3, 4 good bass. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But that's kind of why I did it. I mean, a lot of the gigging started that way. I did high school bass and all that, and then Milliken Fishing. You guys know Milliken Fishing? I know he has like 300,000 subscribers, something like that. But I was really upset with him on a video. He posted a video, and the title was because he's been going back and doing bass fishing tournaments, and he went, "Oh what?" He went, "Oh what? Disqualified for this?" Blah blah blah. I mean, that was the title, right? You watch video. He didn't get disqualified. It was a spotted bass or a mealy-mouth. There's a certain length they could be or something, and it was legal to keep because it wasn't a smallmouth. Because well, first off, he came on and said, "Oh man, this lake sucks." But a lot of tournaments like that, it's not the tournament; it's the lake. You can only keep two smallmouth over 16 inch, and the rest have to be either largemouth or the other three have to be largemouth smallmouth. So he complained that, "Oh, we could have got 20 pounds a day, 22 pounds a day easily, smallmouth." Well, yeah, anybody else could too. But the rule on this lake is you can only keep two. So, so anyway, yeah, he put that title up, everything else. I watched the whole video. In the end, he didn't get disqualified because it was a spotted bass. And he was allowed to weigh it. He didn't do good in the tournament. He got, like, I don't know, he didn't make a check or anything, but when he titled it that way and I watched it, and yes, there was a discrepancy of, it might have been a mealy-mouth. It kind of looked like a spot, but kind of had the vertical bars like a smallie, which mealy-mouth do. It's a combination of the spawning of a smallmouth and a spot bass. But anyway, but in the title he says he got disqualified. So much for a championship. And you watch the video, he didn't get, there was a discrepancy about it. He talked to the tournament director and all that, and he said, "Yeah, no, it's not a smallmouth. You keep it along with it." And it wasn't an issue. But the whole title of the video and everything was that it was an issue, and he got disqualified. And he never got disqualified. I'm like, ugh. Okay. Lie, lie, lie. But yeah, it's Milliken Fishing. I never really been a fan of his, but after that, I'm like, dude, really? That's just wrong. That's just clickbait, and his thumbnail should have point to it at the scale. Disqualified for this. Championships out the window or something. I'm like, what? Oh, all right, I'll watch it. On that note, though, I'm gonna shut this one down. I was on for like almost 6 hours last night on my, and yeah, I didn't sleep at all. I'm kind of, but yeah, I'm gonna shut this one down. I have a new video. It's a trout video tomorrow. Another fun one. Our last talk at the local lake. A lot of people showed up. It was a lot of fun, and that's coming tomorrow. And then, well, I'll be live again next Monday for the Pedal Mondays. Tomorrow, I'm actually gonna go fish Pinot. Film a little vlog there. And thank you guys so much. Glad you came in. Thanks for sticking around. Especially after last night's 2.5 hour debate about direct to Garment and what? 6th Street? I don't know. It was fun. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I'm out. I said new video tomorrow and Friday too, and I'll see ya.